of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, that is. And yeah, it's going to be NiP Gaming from Sweden versus VeryGames from France. And it will be VG. I'm not quite sure what they're writing in chat about. But right now, NiP are on that terrace side, while VG on the CT side. So let's see if they're going to stay there.
Looks like they will be, in fact.
Okay. Okay, so this just became way more exciting with VG on that terrace side. But let's just jump straight in game, because the players are starting. And of course, I'm joined by the always lovely Rob Harris. He's at Twitter at @followrob. I'm at Twitter at @followrisk. And here we go, Rob. What's your predictions for this game?
Oh, I'm so psyched for this game, man. This is going to be so good. I literally don't know how to call it. VeryGames are starting on the easier side, so I honestly think they're going to be the ones to watch at the moment. I'm not sure what NiP are going to be able to do. This pistol round may make a massive difference at the end of the game. I literally can't call it right now. It's going to be... Oh, great pick from Existence as I'm talking about that. Yeah, if VeryGames can pick up this pistol and then consolidate with some gun rounds early on, they will be very happy with their CT half. But Ninjas in Pyjamas, strongest team out there, and it'll be such a close game regardless of what happens. So
right now we're trying to get that vote to work. Phoenix is battling with the move bot. As I should probably also tell... Well, wait, Scream picks up a one headshot, so just going to leave that story. Because right now, NiP are rushing towards the ramp. Kenyas is doing some good damage. Scream has already picked one up, and it looks like VG can take the pistol here, as we do see the entire NiP squad. Don't have a mouse on this map right now, but they looks like they can take it. There's another one. It's all on get right now. 1 versus 3 for the clutch here. He does have the bomb, though, and 95 points of health, but only 20 seconds remaining. And, of course, regular CS watchers will know how important pistol rounds are, and especially if you're the underdog, you need to get that pistol, and it looks like he'll be caught off guard by Scream. So there we go, 1-0 for VeryGames. And what I wanted to say was that we're right now on GoTV, so if you see some lag that is not caused by, well, the player in Twitch, it's because we're on GoTV, and it can be a bit laggy if there comes a lot of people on the GoTV, so I apologize for that before it happens. But yeah, 1-0 for VG here.
Yeah, great pistol round for them. They will definitely want to take this next round. They excellent aiming actually from MBK, taking out 2 of their 3 remaining NiP players as they tried to push through Lure from the vents to Blast Door. As we see, oh, Freiburg landing headshot onto Scream there at ramp.
That's great. Actually, I think it was Smith receiving the damage, but still damage. It's stealth, and that was count. But we do have Scream there. Oh, that's a nice little kill onto Existent. Going for that second frag. We'll probably get... Oh, down to low HP, but still surviving. Now, Smith and Scream needs to stay back, because they are pretty low on HP and would not like to lose those guns. And definitely lose them to a terrorist who could pick it up and do big damage with that. But yeah, 2-man advantage in favor of VG now.
Yeah, 2 players on very low HP at ramp, one of them taken down, and Scream just able to drop. Oh, Forrest taking him down.
So now 3v3, but Get Right is really low on HP, and he's the one with the bomb. So he's the one who has to go for the defuse, and Existence is getting into a good position if the terrorists want to go downstairs. He's just clearing everything, knowing that they are coming, and I'm just going to ignore GoTV and watch Existence here, because his play is going to be so important. If he can hold this one down, oh, it looks like he will be pushed back, because one of the terrorists has picked up a weapon. Kenny is coming in with one NBK with the second one. Forrest is all alone, and he will be picked off by NBK. So 2-0, but good damage dealt. And there we go. We do have a vote coming in, and it's just 61% for NiP, which is probably the first time that the votes for NiP are below 70% on this channel. So yeah, 39% of you guys believing in VG, and I think that's a good call. I actually think VG can do a lot of damage against NiP here tonight, and there's been a lot of shit going on about me being a VG fanboy. I just want... I love the players in NiP, and I love how they're playing and everything, but I just want a team to beat them, because it's so boring to have a team that just wins everything. Domination is good, but having a scene and then NiP is not good. So yeah, there we go.
Both scenes can relate with that, especially Navi's domination in 1.6 in 2010 and VeryGames' domination in Source for the best part of 4 years. But anyway, NiP are on an eco once again, and they're trying to work outside. They have done a fair amount of damage onto both Smiths and Kenny S, so they may be able to take advantage of this, and it looks like they're going to try and boost, maybe? Yeah. No, they're just going to hold for the moment. Actually try and split ramp from both CT. Oh, great shot from Exist there.
From Exist. But get right, we'll be wrapping around. Oh, wow, jump deagle. Oh, actually not jump deagle, jump Glock, that is. And that's a really nice round coming out of NiP so far. This was not a buy. They picked up 2 weapons so far, but NBK is still making the damage count. And if they could bring it back, NBK and Existence now, they were 2 against 5, now 2 against 2, and now it's just Existence. 1v2, 22 HP. Can the young Belgian guy pull this one back? Of course, Scream and Existence, both Belgian, but will not. And that is the eco win here for NiP.
That's absolutely incredible play there for NiP. That split on ramp, the first shot from Exist, just lucky timing, but he absolutely nailed his shot with that P250 headshot. And then Get Right with the rotate through as Kenny S rotated to help ramp, flanking around him, nailing him with a 1 burst to the face. And absolutely great round there for NiP, and they will definitely take a lot of rounds out of this. As VeryGames force into an eco round, NiP full on rifles with Exist and Fifth Lauren both still with 4k. So unless VeryGames can do something very special this round, NiP will be looking to go 2, maybe 3-2 up.
Yeah, that means a lot when thinking about VG starting CT and Nuke being Nuke. But basically, while we're waiting here, you should go onto Twitter and Facebook and share the link to the stream so we can get as many people watching here in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, because right now I think we're 3rd on Twitch TV in the most watched game. It's a bit of a number to reach Dota 2, which is on 60k viewers right now. But still, let's do our best to get a high viewing number for this game. Surely could be very interesting, but this is just an eco coming out of VG, and they will be taken out by NiP.
Yeah, just a very easy round there. Not a single man lost. It's very easy play. VeryGames unable to do enough damage. I mean, Freiberg went down to 14 HP, but he had teammates to back him up all the time. So VeryGames are actually going for a buy this round as Kenny S is able to pick up an AWP. So they've gone with 3 FAMASs. No kits, though.
That's surprising.
So they're going to have to go for the frags or get very quick returns if the bomb does get planted. The French team will be in a bit of a... Oh, Kenny S with the first pick, though.
But Forrest with the reply frag onto Kenny S, and that's the magic of Forrester's AK, able to take out world-class Orpus, as he will be taken out to 49, but still, the kill counts.
Get Right already in an amazing position here, if he can make it count.
Let's see what he can do.
Existence has run straight past him, actually.
Oh, wow, but he will pick up Forrest, though. And if he just holds his position outside, he might be able to pick Get Right. Not quite sure what Get Right is. Oh, he's all the way towards that CT grow area. But Get Right with the nade. NBK taking him out, though. Scream shows some FAMAS magic. Pick up the 3 players surviving for VG.
So that's a very good round for VeryGames, actually. Despite having to sort of mix by with a few FAMASs in there, they made it count and they did enough damage. We're still seeing FAMASs actually, as Existence and Kenny S, after losing their guns, need a weapon. But once again, Ninja Pyjamas with rifles as well. So this is going to be a very close game. Smiths, 0 frags so far.
Yeah, not good to have that guy in your dream team. Thanks. We will see Existence here trying his luck through the hot there with that FAMAS, but not doing much damage. He did take Forrest down to 66, so some damage is done. Traded for, well, he didn't take any himself. Let's see here. Oh, of course, this is not a Dream Team game because this is ESEA and there's no Dream Team for this, sadly. So, can't make that reference. Funk's so smart, just correcting me.
But what we're seeing this round from NiP is some very slow play. They initially tried to maybe grab a few frags early on through Hut especially, and they did go slow, and now they're actually going to try and fake upper with some Skylight flashes and go ramp. But Scream is a man you do not want to be facing off against.
Wow, did you see that flash? Just to stay at the detail for a second, that flash from Kenny S was quite amazing because it flashed him a little bit, but flashed the opposition way more and was so fast. he was able to pick up that frag with the FAMAS, which actually was the frag that really worked out for VeryGames to get the lead in manpower here. And now we do see Fnatic and GetRight being the only two remaining players for NiP, and VG looking like they can grab that 4-2 lead.
Yeah, that flash, like you said, absolutely very smart play. GetRight picking up Smiths here, and they do have ramp control. However,
wow.
KennyS, return frags there. So Fnatic, last man alive for NiP, only 13 HP, 5 seconds left. He's going to have to save that.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do, basically. He just wants to save that AK. And yeah, of course, for those of you guys just tuning in, not really that familiar with the Go scene right now, Scream is the newest pickup for VeryGames. Very talented player coming out of Belgium, formerly player of Imaginary Gaming. Now switched, signed a contract with VG, and now basically on the second best team in the world, regarded as one of the best, if not the best, aimer right now in the game, even after the updates. But yeah, Scream, he's so good. I'm lacking like superlatives to explain this guy.
You could make a frag movie of him every year and it would still be awesome.
Yeah. But of course, he is up against some of the meanest frag machines in the world, being friberg, Forest, and GetRight, also exists to that matter. Fnatic, he's more of a calmer collected player, but still incredibly talented. Let's see here what KennyS can do. Also one of the great old players in Go right now. Picking up one, picking up two. There goes Exist and GetRight. Both go down to the orb of KennyS. And with the danger of being called a fanboy, VeryGames are playing so very well right now.
Yeah, looking very strong. A little bit of spam damage going on to KennyS from friberg, not much happening there. Yeah, they're looking so strong at the moment. NiP will adapt before too long, I'm sure of it, and we'll see a very close half, I think, at this rate, unless VeryGames really do start roaring ahead. I mean, the AWP of KennyS is absolutely pivotal. If they can hold outside and prevent NiP from getting down front stairs...
That's
Smith,
sick.
hello.
That's sick from Smith. He just says hello and takes both of their head off and leaves it all on friberg with a Galil. And friberg probably has no chance of clutching this one, so I'm just going to take a look at their money. It's not that good for NiP. Probably looking to eco this, and there's KennyS with his third kill of the round. And unless they want to do some kind of weird buy, NiP needs to eco this one. Yeah, 2-5, 2-5, 3-9. Yeah, they're ecoing this one. So it's going to be 6-2 for VeryGames. And if you are familiar with Counter-Strike Source, then you will know that if VG gets the momentum on CT here on Nuke, they become some kind of unstoppable beast. And NiP is kind of the same, or they were kind of the same with those players back in 1.6 and also here in Go. But right now they're on the T side and they're struggling to pick up rounds. So for the sake of the game, I think that VG will be able to take this half pretty dominantly. Right now, not looking like NiP can do much on the eco as we enter a bit of lag there on the Go TV, but still, Existence is taken down, but there's no way that the rest of the NiP players can take this one.
Yeah, and it's looking absolutely great for them at the moment. Obviously, versus an eco, so you would expect them to take this. Stranger things have happened, though. GetRight's going to get 8 HP in her, actually, and it does get taken. Oh, just avoids that nade, actually.
That was great.
But yeah, VeryGames looking strong so far. NiP you can never rule out, though, especially as the best team in the world. MBK picking up 3 in the round with some crisp headshots defending the upper side. Yeah, NiP, best team in the world. Undisputed champions of every LAN event they've attended so far, and you can never write them out. However, with VeryGames, after switching into Scream for RPK due to retirement, they do look like they're slowly becoming a more cohesive unit, especially on the more core maps that you see more regularly, like Dust 2 and Nuke and Inferno. Looking a little bit weak on Train, as we've seen, but that'll surely come once Scream's picked up what Existence really wants him to do on it.
Yeah, let's have a look here. We do have Virant coming up. It's a very important round. If NiP can get this one, they can break the momentum of VG and slowly start racking up rounds for themselves. But if VG can pick it up, they can build really much on that momentum and force NiP into a situation where they can only half buy because of the way the money system works. They have to wait 2 rounds to buy, because they're only $500 short of buying all the nades. But oh wow, such a close score for Forest. He was almost about to take out 2 players throughout the smoke, but the grenade would end that off with only 1 kill. And Smiths and NBK both surviving.
Yeah, looking absolutely incredible so far. NBK's having a storming game so far on the upper bomb side. That's 2 rounds in a row where he's got 3 frags. So 13 for 4 for him. And NiP unable to penetrate onto that upper bomb side. VeryGames obviously been practicing that upper hold. And it's working out very well for them at the moment.
Yeah, and just look at NBK right now. He's sitting at 13 to 4. And NBK had a couple of struggles in the early parts of CSGO, moving on from CSL Source, where he was probably one of the best talents, one of the best players. He had some problems in the early parts of the game, but now he is back, and Scream is also just tearing up his opposition. Triple kill there, and this is a buy round for NiP. And Scream just took out 3 players all on his own without losing a single point of health.
Absolutely incredible play holding ramp there. friberg left now in a 1v5. He's taken down NBK so far. But 4 frags left with Scream, Kenny, Smith and Existence still remaining. It's not going to be easy.
And of course, for those of you guys not really familiar with the balance of the map, this is of course a CT-based map, as it was in Source in 1.6. But it isn't as heavily favoured as it was in Source in 1.6. You see a lot of halves going 10 to 5 for the CT team. So getting an early lead like 8-2 against an opponent so good at it as NiP is incredibly strong for VeryGames.
Yeah, looking great so far. NBK, especially if NBK and Scream and Smith, and Kenny S are all performing an absolutely dominant unit. You got NBK 14 for 5, Scream 11 for 4, Kenny S 10 for 5, and NiP struggling to get these shots so far. Kenny S once again landing an amazing shot, taking down Forest. Yeah. And actually, friberg taking a lot of damage as well. So they're just looking right on point with everything they do at the moment.
Yep, and of course, he's more apologizing for the GoTV lag, which is not something we can do anything about, since this is a public GoTV. And Scream has picked up another frag here. Smiths has to stay alive. But on the other hand, if you're a NiP fan, you look towards Fiflaren and get right and Exist to pick up a couple of frags here to take it back for the Swedes. Of course, right now, the best team in the world.
Fiflaren's done a lot of damage onto Kenny S. Now he does take him down. So maybe they can work that and actually start getting some picks, especially with Smiths only on 8 HP. Can Scream do some damage here, though? Of course he can.
Yeah, that guy's just insane. He will be picked off by Get Right, though. Smith's answering back, and Get Right will be taken out by NBK. That was a very, very difficult round to follow. But Smith's, look at him. 8 HP, has lasted 5 rounds now without dying. Let's have a look at his bank. Smith's is at 10k, while Scream is at like 12k. So they'll have a lot of cash for the next coming rounds. They can lose 1 or 2 and still be able to buy for the entire team.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty right now. If they lose 1, they're still absolutely strong on cash. Maybe even 2 rounds actually with Scream and Smith are both over 10k. So NiP have got a lot of work on their hands with only 2 rounds on T-side so far.
And by the way, for those of you guys not quite understanding our excitement for VG, and yeah, we are from Source, but what everyone has wanted in Go is for a team to step up to NiP, because NiP have won everything there is in Go so far with no opposition. And seeing a team playing up to NiP is so important for the scene, and this is not just because they're from Source. I don't even care if they were from freaking COD4. If there was a team to step up to NiP, I would love those guys at any point in their game, because that is so important. But right now, Fiflaren taking a bit back for the Swedes, making it a 3v3, but a health advantage in the hands of the CTs.
Yeah, they're looking good. All of the below. Existence and Smith's now going to rotate, but the bomb is now planted, so
good shots though coming in. And Exist will take down Kenny S, even though he was only on 20 HP, but Smith's plus the assist there from Scream, taking out Fiflaren. Existence is the man who has to come out with the big plays. He has to take down friberg. Can he do that? Takes friberg down to a very low amount of HP, and there's the double frag coming out of VG and the defuse, remembering the kit. And that's going to be 10-2 for VG.
Yeah, so despite having the bomb down in a 3v3 situation, VeryGames still came out on top. I'm struggling with my English right now. And 10-2 with only 3 rounds left in the half. NiP really need to come back into this very quickly. What they're doing at the moment is but VeryGames dominating those regions.
Yeah.
And it's something that NiP really need to work on very quickly if they want to get back into this half. If NiP can take these final 3 rounds, they'll be thinking it as an acceptable half.
Yeah.
But NBK has been destructive on that upper side.
Yeah.
And Scream at ramp as well. Kenny S outside. So it's very hard for NiP to gain any sort of entry frags.
But yeah, of course, we have to remember this is just the first half. Like, I've watched and casted a lot of Counter-Strike Go, basically all the matches that has been in the pro scene. And every match I've watched that NiP has been behind, they have made the comeback. So this is not over yet at all, just to point it out for those guys in the chat saying, this is done. NiP lost. They are very much capable of pulling a comeback, even from 2 to 13. They are just that good.
Yeah, looking absolutely great at the moment for VeryGames though, so it's going to be a tough comeback to make. But yeah, like you said, you can never write them out, and going into the second half, they'll really be feeling strong.
Oh, that's a nice one from Get Right, and friberg also popping in with the shot. And NBK picking up one into friberg though. Can he hold the bomb site? Once more coming in for NBK. Can he pick up the third one? Oh, Smith's coming in with a reply. Fnatic is the last man standing, looking to spray, but Scream takes him out of his misery, saving NBK. NBK only on 11 HP. He did save that AWP for Kenny S though, so looking great economy-wise. You see the money, a lot of cash for Scream and Smiths. Yeah, 11-2 in favor of VG right now.
Yeah, and NiP, once again, after losing all these rounds, still with enough money to buy, but only just. And you can see, Exist with a flash, Fifth Lauren with a decoy, and those are the only nades they have. So it's going to be really hard for them when they have 3 VeryGames players absolutely on the top of their game. It's going to be very hard to out-aim them and take the round like this. They need the nades to make a big difference.
Oh, and already quite a big HP difference as Smiths is taking down Existence though, spraying through the walls, taking Get Right down to 68, evening that difference back out. Exist here on the ramp, trying to get a frag, taking out Scream. Great by Exist here. Probably looking to oh crap, that second frag, but Exist will be taken out by Kenny S, leaving us in a 3v4.
Made that a 3v3, friberg taking down Smiths with the spray at ramp. So Existence actually got that penetration kill into onto the silo actually. So yeah. 3v3, the NiP players are at ramp and they need to do something slightly different than just charging to lowers, because VeryGames will be so strong on that retake.
Oh, and Kenny has just missed one of them easy shots, and that allows NiP to get on that ladder, but NBK is holding it down. Wow. Together with Existence, grabbing 2 frags each, securing that 4-man together, and that is 12-2. So regularly, half. This has, correct me if I'm wrong, never happened before in an official game. I don't think that has ever happened. I think the matches they played against WRTT and SYB, that wasn't even. That was a lot more for NiP in the first half. Yeah,
but once again, I've got to say the same thing. NiP unable to break down VeryGames without those nades. Kenny S just nailing those AWP shots outside. This is no point of them even challenging him. He's got 13 frags just AWPing. I mean, I don't think he's got a single rifle or pistol frag in the half.
Crazy stuff, crazy stuff.
And yeah, MBK 20 for 6 against NiP. What the hell? That's absolutely incredible play so far.
Yeah, and you have to remember, like, NiP are so darn good at this game. So VeryGames winning this with this big amount, of course, is due to it's a CT-sided map, but they are playing their best game. Like, I have never seen them so good. This is their best I've seen in Top 1 Go, and that's what's needed to win a match against NiP, because they are the best team, and if you don't bring your A game, you're dead. But VG are bringing that A game, and that is going to be 13-2 for the halftime score, and we're just going to jump back on the camera for a second to change the logos, and we'll be ready to go in... What's going on? Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is good. But yeah, I'm going to change the logos here for a second, and Rob, you can talk a bit about your predictions here coming into the second half.
Wow. If VeryGames take the pistol, this is all over. NiP are going to be so nervous about losing this first round. Obviously, big temperament players, so they'll be used to this sort of pressure. But the question is, can they withstand the onslaught of the French team? If they can't, then something is seriously wrong with the team. 13-2 half, not very good. VeryGames must have been practicing so hard to take this game. This must have been their aim for the month.
Love the chat right now.
NiP.
Oh wow.
The amount of people who are saying VeryGames online, it must be cheating. It just proves how unexpected this is.
Yeah. I love the fact that the chat's just going crazy right now. Crazy people out there. Lotions and towels. Yeah, I need that shit. Oh wow. The best part of it is Foinks, the producer, is actually laughing into me the entire time.
He's putting me off, really.
Yeah. But we're gonna go into the second half here, and hopefully NiP can bring us back and get us a very close game. VG though in the lead, 13-2 against NiP, looking to dethrone the Kings of Sweden, King in the North. Can they do it? That is the question. Or will NiP pull probably one of the most insane comebacks in Go so far? That is the question we're trying to answer right here on ESP TV. And yeah, let's jump into the first pistol round here.
Yeah, so here we go, going live into the second half. VeryGames with a 13-2 lead, but they are now on the tougher side, and NiP will be looking to do exactly the same thing that VeryGames did to them in the first half.
So let's see here, as we do have a quick rush towards that rampant forest, and his teammate Fnatic is holding it down with pixel perfection. Scream coming in there with a kill, and actually a double kill from Scream to take down both players. And Smith's coming in with the kill onto Fnatic. Now it's a 2v2 all of a sudden. I actually thought NiP had that one on lockdown, but it's a 2v2 now. Smith is with the bomb. Scream still with that Glock. Very powerful gun in Go right now. But look at the HP of Smith, or of Steel. Not Steel, Exist. I'm fucking this up. Wow, I'm sorry. But Exist is on 85 HP. And
yeah, and Freiburg with the kit as well, so NiP still in a pretty strong position. Smith and Scream both very low on HP as well. Exist can make some big plays here on this lower bomb site.
And let's see, he is known for his big plays, both in Counter-Strike 1.6 and Go. And let's see here. I'm going to go for the plant. Scream holding down the vents, great headshot, taking down Exist. And Freiburg, they're coming in from behind with a headshot on Scream, taking it into a 1v1. Absolutely phenomenal play, served right on the platter for us in this pistol round. But who will come out on top? But that's a great nade. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a great nade.
That was so important for Freiburg to win that for NiP. So important. And he has done, and this half is gonna, unless VeryGames can pull something incredible out in the next couple of rounds, this is gonna be so close. This may go all the way.
Yeah. If this game goes all the way, I'm gonna go and need hashtag tissues. As some guy just pounded out in the chat. But yeah, hopefully this game will go all the way and will be some of the most amazing thing we've seen so far in Go, because we really need two teams being on the same level. I've casted many a final with VG and Ninjas in Pyjamas. I've watched many a final, and it has always been very one-sided. NiP taking the win easily, especially at DreamHack where they won like 16-3 and 16-1. This is so important for the scene to see VeryGames actually being able to challenge. Right now, of course, they are getting stomped by the power that is the semi-buy against the Eco. So yeah, 13-4.
Yeah, so pretty expected down there for NiP. Very strong SMG frags coming out for all the players there. Scream with 3 frags, and they all came in the pistol round, didn't they? So
yeah,
he's been working that Glock very well, and well, you won't expect anything much from VeryGames unless they can. Oh, they've actually bought up early now, haven't they?
They are buying the early AKs. A couple of flashbangs from each player, but no nades as far as I can see. One smoke coming out, and NK will be taken down early to 49 HP. So looking good so far for NiP this round.
Yeah, looking good so far. MBK and Smith's already tagged a fair amount, but VeryGames will be looking to commit. Looks like to ramp. Actually, Existence ending up flashing it up. I'm not sure what they're looking to do here.
The nades
they are going to push ramp now.
Yeah, really good nades coming out of NiP here. Doing some early damage without losing HP, and Flown holding down the ramp. Let's see if we can see what Kenny has in store for us. But wow, spray down on the ramp. Flown and Forrest cleaning it up, taking the Frenchman down one by one, and leaving only Smith remaining. He'll be taken out by GetRight. No trouble at all, not losing a single player here, NiP.
Yeah, great hold for them there. That early buy from VeryGames really not paying off at all. I don't think they got a single frag. So they're going to be forced into an eco for the next round or two at least. So it's not looking good for the Frenchmen so far in the second half. But with 13 rounds in the bag already, they won't be feeling too disheartened yet.
Yeah. By the way, all the guys in chat, if NiP pulls this one back, I'm probably going to give away something. I'm not going to do anything like a wall climb, but I think I might give away a mouse mat.
don't give away the hat.
Oh, no. The hat is never going away. Never. I might give away a Steel Series mouse pad, but let's leave that for what happens if NiP pulls the comeback, which would be absolutely amazing. Right now, they're just tearing VG apart. NBK going down, and flawless play coming out of the Ninjas in Pyjamas right now.
Yep, so in the second half, 4-0 to NiP, and VeryGames able to buy now. We've seen Kenny S with an AWP. We may do. He hasn't bought yet. Yeah, he does. He has gone for the AWP. So we may see some good play coming out from them. But with only 4 frags apiece for VeryGames so far, 3 from Scream, 1 from Smiths, they're not looking like they have a clue of what to do yet. NiP just locking down anywhere they want to go, even versus buys. Their nade timings, their smokes are just absolutely perfect so far.
So let's have a look at what's going to go down in the rest of this round. Not so much has happened so far as we get past the first 35 seconds. Only a couple of points of damage has been dealt out. No real damage has been coming in so far. GetRight in a very defensive position, and NBK just trying to work the ram, but not really working out for him right now.
It's a much slower round coming out from VeryGames. They're trying to work a few more picks. Oh, Kenny is missing a shot. I'm very surprised at that.
Oh, look at GetRight. He will catch Smiths off guard there, and he will be able to push right inside here and help out his teammate. GetRight coming in with 1, 2 frags from GetRight, leaving only Kenny S remaining, taken out by Forrest. And another almost flawless round. Only losing 1 player to a buy round from VeryGames.
Yep, absolutely great play once again from NiP. GetRight's movement there was great. Perfect timing to move outside, pick up Smiths, and then coming in, picking up 2 more inside. And that actually all came down from Kenny S missing that opening shot through Squeaky Door onto the upper side. If he had nailed that, they would have had an immediate man advantage. GetRight probably would have rotated a bit earlier. Smith would have got him with the peak, and well, it would have been maybe a very different story. But because of the miss, it just was an absolute destruction for NiP.
Yeah. We do see the force buy coming out of VG. Have a look at their money. It's very low. So this is basically them saying we're going all in on this. We've won a round now. We don't want to wait. And GetRight is sort of stopping them in their tracks. They did get the first kill, but after that, they are not really looking that strong. Scream will pick up 1 though, make it into a 2v3. Actually, a possible round to win for VG right now.
Yeah, they've still got a lot of work ahead of them with no nades remaining, and Freiburg's still got 2 flashes. Kenny S actually stuck with that Galil as well. It's going to be very tough for them to pick apart such a cohesive unit as NiP. But we'll see what happens with 40 seconds left in the round, and they're both on lower.
They are looking to jump into those vents. Kenny S trying to hold the back flank with that Galil. The bomb was forced on the back of Kenny S. And Exist coming in from behind. Let's see what he can do here. Kenny S is going to go straight for the plant. He might be able to get this one down. Oh, he was just trying to bait out the CTs. Will get the frag onto Exist. Now one guy on the ramp as well. That is Fiflaren. Fiflaren will be picking up Kenny S before he can plant the bomb. And with 5 seconds remaining, that is the round right now. 1 second remaining. Scream will have to save his AK and try and do as much damage as he can, and he will get 1 frag. So very, very close, but still coming into the hands of NiP. And by the way, if you guys want a 15-to-15 match, if you want an awesome match, you should all go click the follow button here on Twitch TV. Shameless plugging. Because that follow button will update you every time there's a top match in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And yeah, go ahead and do that, as we can show the scoreboard right now. We see NPK 006 about to become James Bond. But that is very different from what we saw in the first half, where he had got 20 frags.
Yeah, he's obviously struggling to cope with the whole aggression side of the terrorists. Half, and I think this is mainly down to NiP just playing it so well. They've got that their rotate's absolutely perfect, and their calls and how they hold each area. I mean, Fiflaren at ramp has been 6 for 1 so far. I mean, he's died once in the entire half, so he's having a pretty good time after struggling for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, and Forrest, wow, 1-2 kills coming in from him. Absolutely amazing. Taking out 2 players for Flown, also grabbing a headshot. As we see, only Kenny S able to respond. But that's kind of it for the round. Making it 9-3. So Ninjas in Pajamas slowly edging their way back. And look at the halftime score. We have 2 rounds in favor of... wow, that was my bad. 7 rounds, of course, in favor of NiP in this half on CT, and 0 in favor of VG, and still NBK on 0 frags. Now is an actual James Bond at the bottom of the scoreboard.
You were waiting for that, weren't you? The
Yeah,
007.
hashtag James Bond.
Yeah, VeryGames able to fully buy with nades.
Oh, wow,
Get right avoiding that flash amazingly.
Jesus. And yeah, not looking good so far for VG, as it will be taken out finally with the double kill from Exist. And there we go, 2 kills from Get Right and 3 kills from Exist, just holding out that upper bomb side just with no trouble at all. NiP looking so good on that CT side. If VG were good, NiP are almost better right now.
Yeah, it's wow. I don't know. VeryGames don't have an answer for what NiP are doing.
No.
NiP just staying as a cohesive unit, not letting anything slip past. I mean, occasional aggression in any position they want is forcing VeryGames to rethink anything they're doing. So they're being forced into doing rushes to try and catch NiP off guard. As they got ramp rush, they finally get the first entry frag here, Existence taking down Fiflaren.
One of the terrorists are trying their luck outside. Get Right will nail him with a nice little headshot onto Kenny S. And that brings it back 4-4. Let's see here where are the terrorists. They are still having control of that ramp area. They are going downstairs. And surely NiP will be some kind of ready for this. Freiberg will be picking up one. Let's switch over to Freiberg as he is in a great position. Picks up the double, picks up the triple. No, VG Smith says no, but Forrest is still in the vents, leaving only Scream alive for VeryGames. And he's taken out by Forrest. 11-3, Rob. Wow.
11-13. This is
11
so
to 13,
close.
yeah. Even my like just saying numbers, the screen talent is just gone straight down. This is a game that's destroying me right now because it's so good.
Yeah, VeryGames need to change something up very quickly. NiP catching every round, and 9-0 so far in the second half. And you got Freiberg 9 for 4, Get Right 11 for 2. I mean, the worst score on the team is Exist on 7 for 3.
Yeah.
This is not like they're struggling. And they're going to go for an upper push here. However, Freiberg, return frag going in.
Oh, NBK actually had a great chance, but he will be taken out, leaving us in a 3v2. KNS and Scream still alive, though. KNS knowing... Oh, why did he not hear the... Wow, I thought he heard the sounds there from Fiflaren.
I think he was still recovering from a flashbang.
That might be the case.
Great shot from Fiflaren, nonetheless, getting a headshot off the ladder.
Scream now. 1v3. But if you want a guy in a 1v3, you definitely want Scream, because that guy is a maniac. Goes for the second frag. Pinpoint, but Forrest was there before him. And that brings us on 12-13. Still in favor of VeryGames, but 1 round away from tying us up 13-13.
And this could not go closer. VeryGames are trying everywhere, and it's just not working. They've tried ramp fast, and they've been completely shut down. That's the best chance they had, actually, but it still got shut down before they got into before they got the bomb to plant, actually, because the rotates from NiP were absolutely incredible. And once again, early frags coming out for NiP. They tried upper on a fast flash push. It didn't work. Get right, having a storming round so far.
Get right is so good in this game. This shouldn't come as a surprise, but still. Flair also doing his work, taking out NBK, and leaving once more Scream all alone for Team VeryGames. He does pick up Forest and Freiberg, but he can't pick up the Xist, who comes in from behind, going up on that ladder, taking him out. And the economy for VG right now, looking rather bad.
Yeah, they force buying most rounds now, and NBK still without a frag in this half. 0 for 11. Feeling a bit sorry for the guy after such an incredible first half.
Yeah, this is so weird. Like,
yeah,
after playing so well, then not even getting a single frag is very, very weird.
Yeah, and regardless of what they're trying at the moment, NiP are just strong in every department. NBK, no, Forest with the aggression at ramp this time. Get right also pushing outside. VeryGames getting squeezed everywhere they go.
Oh wow, Get right just picking up the double there. Probably also the triple. He does the damage, or a little bit of damage. Wow, triple kill. And the pistol. Existence though will take him down. Will be taken out by Freiberg. And this is what I really love. Like, we have seen so many games in Nuke so far, and it hasn't really looked as CT-sided as it was back in the day in Source and 1.6. Now things are looking normal, and not just normal, but looking so freaking awesome, because we have a close game in our hands. VeryGames now behind with 1 round. NiP 12-0 in the second half. I'm short of words right now.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. NiP have positioned themselves. Actually, one of the main things they've done is stayed away from the AWP of Kenny S. They've positioned themselves so that he can't grab any entry frags for them. And doing so has actually forced him to not be able to use one, which has basically rendered him useless for VeryGames. And loads of spam damage going out. Get right on 4 HP, Kenny S on 19. And it's just VeryGames need to do something fast, otherwise they are not going to do well.
Yep, they do have that health advantage just in a slight bit. Kenny S is on 19, Get right is on 4, as we do see the push down ramp. Auto Director not thinking that's important. I'm just going to correct it and say it is important as Scream picks up 1, but they...
Wow.
Oh, wow. Scream with a pick onto Get right through the box. Freiberg trying to bounce back with a frag outside. He will pick up Smiths, but that leaves Freiberg on 8 HP, and Kenny S, where is he? He is outside with that bomb, so they're looking to boost up onto Crows.
Yeah, they're going to go Crows now, however exist. Once again, smart game sense knows exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh, look at this. He knows exactly what's coming. He takes down Scream. He takes down NBK. Could he take down one more? Could he go for the 4-man?
Wow, that's incredible play.
Oh, wow. Exist goes absolutely huge against VeryGames here. And if you want to fap to something that's Counter-Strike, you need to watch that replay, because that was brilliant from Exist. I can't believe I just encouraged people to fap to CS, but still, that was absolutely amazing.
Well, that is absolutely amazing play. 4 kills in the space of 10 seconds. Exist nailing everything, using his game sense, using his ears, and just out-aiming everything he sees.
Oh, wow.
So 15-13 NiP with a match point now.
Are
After
they
going
actually
13-2 down.
This is... Wow. Wow, that is my only word. If you're watching this on Twitch TV or YouTube with the VOD, you've just witnessed, I'm not saying it's over, but some of the most amazing play coming out of the most amazing team in Counter-Strike Global Offensive right now, because this comeback is already legendary.
I'm going to have to quote one of my favorite casters and say the Swedes are back.
Oh, yeah. Sexy Counter-Strike is back, this time under the name of NiP. And it looks like they will win it, because it's all on NBK. 1v3. He got a frag onto Forest and he's lagging like hell. Can he pull back this game? But he picks up Get Right. 40 HP. It's still doable. Can he pick up the last one? No. GG. 14 to 0. I don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, NiP, without a doubt, the best team in the world. The Swedes are back, if they weren't already dominating the entire world. And I'm breathless right now. This was an amazing game. I'm just, wow.
There's no words to describe it.
Yeah.
That comeback from NiP was utterly flawless. There's no other word for it. Flawless.
Yeah, I have to give this away now. I'm having a mouse mat in my hands. It's the QCK limited edition from SteelSeries. Because, of course, NiP won. SteelSeries is a sponsor. They just teleported this to the studio. I'm going to give this away because VeryGames, they had a chance. They didn't take it. But NiP were the best team in this game. And they basically just owned it. Of course, thank you for tuning into this game. We're going to have way more Counter-Strike, so do stay tuned. We're going to take a short commercial break now. Then we'll be back with more games and a giveaway telling you where you can win this mouse mat. But until now, you can follow me at Twitter. I'm at FollowRisk. You can follow my commentator. He's at FollowRob with the 0 instead of a O. And of course, always go like us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/MyESPlanet. Big thanks to both of the teams. Go congratulate them. With that being said, peace out and see you for the next game in 10 minutes.